I would like to introduce our storytelling coordinator, Stephanie Aldello. Storytelling is an integral part of My Dog is My Home's work because we believe that when you're close to the problem, you are necessarily close to the solution. Our storytelling program aims to provide people with lived experience of homelessness and animal companionship with a platform to share their own words, why access to shelter and housing with their animals is important and how it contributes to an end to homelessness. Stephanie has been hitting the streets to document these people, places, and organizations who motivate us to keep doing the good work. Take it away, Stephanie.
Hi, everyone. How are you today? I just noticed that my background is flipped the wrong way, so please excuse that. But welcome to the first storytelling segment of the 2022 conference. If I could see the crowd, I'm sure I'd see both new and familiar faces. I may have crossed paths with some of you last year, but if this is your first conference, like Carol said, my name is Stephanie, and I am the storytelling coordinator for My Dog is My Home. Last year, I was on what could be termed a break from work, so was able to pretty much single-handedly produce and execute the whole storytelling program. That involved a lot of running around New York City in the always pleasant winter tundra. That wasn't the case this year. Work picked back up and so did the pace of life. I'm actually on my work lunch break right now. The program you'll enjoy over the next 3 days would not exist without the hard work, brain power, and dedication of our communications fellow, Sarah Hernandez. Can we get a virtual round of applause for Sarah? If you haven't figured out how to do the round of applause, you'll figure that out by day 3. So over the years, My Dog is My Home has grown from a concept to an exhibition to the conference which you are currently engaging. It's a remarkable evolution, and storytelling has been an important element of the organization since its inception. Though the style of the production and presentation shifts and changes, one notion stays constant: understanding and respecting the lived experience of those who have been unhoused with companion animals is imperative to the success of the movement. I'd like to kick off our 2022 storytelling initiative by showing a short montage of some of the projects produced last year. You know, those videos that had me running around New York City in the aforementioned, always pleasant winter tundra. After that, we will dive into a brand new story. So more about that in a few. And I will share my screen, which will take me a moment. I heard there was no sound. Someone told me, so let me start this over again. I apologize for that. One sec. Thank you. I didn't see who texted me that. All right, you should have sound now. Sorry for that technical malfunction.
No snitching. I don't trust those robot eyes. I found him at a Walmart in Globe, Arizona, tied to a fence, and a woman had come up when I was looking at him and said that, he's up for grabs. Because they were using him as like a bait dog or something. So I grabbed him and he's been with me ever since. And then this one was, somebody threw something out of a car and I thought it was like a McDonald's food bag, trash, and I was hungry. But it was just him, and he was, a little baby. So I put him in my pocket, and he's been with me ever since. Mm-hmm. And then this guy was on an abandoned farm in Gallup, New Mexico, yeah. And he was very small, so we just
Oh God, he was such a pervert.
took him with us. Yeah. We find so many dogs, but these are the 3 that stay with us. We always adopt the other ones out.
I have been making presentations for final escalation. I have been playing to the god of giving up. She says, lock, lock, lock the door behind you now. For the criminals and the
Her name's Why Not. She's 11. I first got her in Waycross, Georgia. She was she was like 5 weeks old when I got her, but she's always been like super hyper. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell her how old she is. They always think she's still a puppy.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's totally worth it. It's hell going through, but when it's over, it's over.
Yeah, once
It's
you're
so
done
worth
with it, it's worth it in the end.
It's so nice not having to wake up and chase a bag and,
Worry about being sick in the morning.
you know, you can actually spend money on stuff that you want to buy and stuff.
Yeah,
Treat your dogs to cool toys
buy
and
things you don't
treats
even
and-
need.
Yeah. Man, it's the worst decision I've ever made in my life, man. It took my soul, everything from me.
Yeah, makes you like a different person.
It does. And the best decision I've ever made was getting off of it.
All right, I have returned. So that was a brief overview of some of the stuff we showed last year, some of the people that we featured in the cold. We are supposed to have a special guest come and speak, and I just wanted to check if they are here. And life happens. If they are not, anybody? I'm definitely.
Hello,
Hi.
it's Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. How are you? Everyone, this is Alicia Rhoden. Excuse me if I pronounced your name wrong. Alicia is one of our storytellers. She comes from with a vast amount of experience, and just a little bit about Alicia. Alicia Diane Rhoden is originally from Kalamazoo, Michigan. She currently works as a community service worker for the Downtown Women's Center and the Department of Health in Los Angeles. It's quite a resume. Alicia is the mom of twins, and her furry child's name is Hallie. She is 7 years old. Alicia likes to read, walk in wellness, awesome, cook, and travel. She is also married, a grandma, and a great-grandma. She loves life and knows she is an overcomer and a winner. Alicia also runs a program called Taz Journey that gives free food and dog supplies to people who need it. She loves herself and her life. Homelessness has been a part of her journey and has made Alicia the person she is today. So please welcome Alicia. She's going to take a few minutes to share her story with all of you. Thanks so much, Alicia. It's all
Good morning.
yours.
Good morning, everybody. I was a person that had 2 twin daughters. I'm a mama twin, as you know. And I had a lovely, lovely furry dog named Taz. Taz went everywhere with me. She was in shelters. She was in hotels. She was my strength. Now, at first, people didn't think she should be around me because, first of all, they weren't used to having a furry animal around. Because, see, I have epilepsy and other conditions, and she's actually my legal service dog. Taz was a dog that was there when I cried, when I was happy, When me and my daughters needed to be protected, she was there. She was very tiny, but she had a very boisterous way. I want you to know having a dog when you're homeless means a lot. Sometimes you feel you have nothing. Sometimes you feel, how can I make it? When the world has talked to you crazy, when sometimes people don't understand why you're homeless, the dog is there. Many people say to me, how can you be homeless and have a dog? Well, that was a part of me. And I can say I understand that more now, being a community service worker, seeing people with their dogs that are homeless. Those dogs are there for peace. They're there for love. They're there for protection. Those dogs are not always being mistreated. Those dogs are dressed up, taken to services. I'm very grateful that there are services that dogs can go to free now. Back when I had my dog and she was still alive, there weren't a lot of services like that. Being homeless with a dog means a lot. It does not mean a person is kind of like selfish, because you're not selfish. It takes a lot to have a dog and to love a dog and to know that you need it. Many times my dog slept on the shelter floor. She slept on the hotel floor. She slept wherever we were at, and wherever we wanted to go, me and my twins, she went. She never complained. She was kind of spoiled though, because I gave her everything. Even when I got housing, I used to dress her up in clothing, actual children's clothing. That was my baby. As you heard in my intro, I have a program called Taz's Journey. Taz's Journey was started out of the love for my dog. I give people free dog supplies, flea treatment, clothing, different items, because I know what it is to be homeless and not have services for your dog, or to be a senior and need help. I don't get paid to do this. I do this out of the kindness of my heart. So when you see somebody with a dog, think about that dog. Think about the love that the owner has. Don't think they're selfish, because I never was selfish. I did it out of love. My dog died when she was about 27 years old. That's an old dog. She was older than me, but in a way. But I want you to know, look at the dogs. Look at the services. When you see somebody in a shelter, the dog is being housed because it's a resident too. It wants a home. It wants love. I tell you, out of love, Taz and I were there sometimes when I cried, when I was mad, when I felt I couldn't make it with two little rambunctious twins. Taz was always there for a lick, a hug. Yeah, she gave hugs, and she was always there to look at me. I never wanted to give her up. I didn't. We went through many journeys. She walked with me. When I would walk and I would be tired, she would always be there. When my twins were tired, she would stand and look at them. So that's what my journeys with a dog is about. Think about the dogs. Think about the love that I have. I have a dog now named Haley. She's 7 years old. I've had another dog before her called Samantha. Samantha had hip dysplasia. She barely walks sometimes, but it's the love that I had for her. I want you to know, when you see a person with a service dog, respect that dog. Look at that dog. Look at how that dog is providing a service. It's not about a person just wants to get away with it and carry a dog to a restaurant or a bus. You don't know the situation. That dog is saving a life. It could stop suicide. It could stop loneliness. It could also make you feel you're somebody. Because when you have that dog, you have a responsibility to care for that dog, to love that dog, and the dog loves you too. So think about what a dog is about. The dog was my life. The dog is still my life. I have another dog. Dogs will always be my life. My dog, even now, Haley, sometimes she goes to work with me. Sometimes she's seen my clients. But that is my story. That was what my future was about. And my future is still of my dog. I give you peace. I give you blessings. And I say, look at what the dog is about, what they've done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alicia. That was really wonderful. And if you can see in the chat, a lot of people agreed. I'm seeing things like such inspiring words. Thank you for saying that, about that the dog could be saving a life. Great testimony, very powerful. And we really appreciate your participation. Everyone's got such nice things to say. It's so beautiful. All right. Well, I'm done. I will see you all later. I'm going to throw it back to Carol. Woo.